Welcome to the 3x5 news, views, and reviews, scribble on index cards. We get in and we get out fast, so keep up. Sarcasm alert. Congratulations, Israel. You have eliminated the threat posed by Hezbollah and Hamas. Now it seems like you're on the way to doing the same with Iran, where you have succeeded in killing top military officials and nuclear scientists, as well as damaging missile sites, fuel depots, and, of course, nuclear facilities. But while Israel made some strikes at the Fordow facility, because it's almost a football field length underground, it was unable to do much damage to what is known as the crown jewel of Iran's nuclear enrichment program. Seriously damaging it requires the American bunker-busting bomb known as the Massive Ordnance Penetrator, a name that either frightens you or makes you laugh because it sounds like the name some guy made up for his you-know-what. Neither does the Israeli Air Force, since the MOP, as it's called, tips the scales at a whopping 30,000 pounds, possess a plane large enough to transport it to a bombing site. Again, that would be American, the Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. Still, it could take days of bombing to even begin to destroy a buried, hardened site such as Fordow, and even then it might not completely accomplish the task. Ultimately, one can't help but conclude that Israel went into the war knowing that that was beyond their capabilities and just assumed the U.S. would step in and finish up and drop those bunker-busting bombs on Fordow. This is presumptuous on Israel's part, to say the least, as they seem like they take U.S. assistance for granted. In 2024, the U.S. provided Israel with $18 billion in military aid. When it's being given all that money, I suppose it's natural for Israel to feel complacent, entitled even. It seems that no matter how badly Israel behaves, even while murdering Gazans en masse and turning Gaza into Dresden or something like that, the U.S. says to Israel, "I can't quit you, baby." Meanwhile, in Tehran, as they target the apartment buildings where military officials live, collateral damage be damned. Killing civilians, as in Gaza, has become Israel's default strategy about which they will forever be unapologetic. As if all that is not nightmarish enough, if Israel emerges triumphant, Israelis will forget Netanyahu's corruption and genocidal treatment of Palestinians. All they will remember is that he defeated Hamas, Hezbollah, and Iran. In other words, he will be remembered by Israel as the greatest Israeli since David Ben-Gurion, its main founder. But at what cost, Israel? Not just to your enemy's civilians, but to your national soul. Finally, it is seldom pointed out, but it would behoove us to remember that if Israel had not developed its nuclear program outside the international community, Iran probably would have not developed its nuclear program.